This is Doug with IdahoMMA.com. I'm here with Tony Billingsley of Combat Fitness. Thanks for your time, Tony. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Doug.
Now, we're here at Combat Fitness. Tony, tell me, what got you started in mixed martial arts?
Well, I used to wrestle in high school for a few years and fell out of sports for a while, just going to college and whatnot, and finally started to get that itch again one day. Fell into a wrestling club that was actually part of an MMA gym, and slowly but surely it started to grow on me, and I figured, well, if I can wrestle, I can do this. So I'm here now.
Right. So now you basically got started down in Las Vegas. Then now how'd you get here at Combat Fitness?
Well, I knew that I was going to be moving up to Boise, and I talked to some guys down there, Eric Smith, Johnny Nunez, some of the old school Combat Fitness guys, and they told me pretty much when you move to Boise, don't even go gym shopping, just go sign up at Combat, start training. That's the place to be. So came here, signed up, and started getting beat up.
Right. Now, how long ago was that?
That was in May 2010. So coming on 3 years now.
3 years. So in the 3 years, you've had 4 fights. You've had one Muay Thai fight, and you won that. And then you're 3-0 as an MMA fighter. Now, talk about, there's a lot of people, me, for example, that want to know the first time you actually walk into the cage. What's that all about?
It's the feeling of not really knowing what's going to happen. For me personally, I don't know if this goes for every other fighter, but for me, I was scared out of my mind. I was hoping the guy wouldn't show. I was hoping he wouldn't make weight. I was just, I put a lot of mental stress on myself, more than I should have. And I kind of took the fun out of it, but at the same time, built up those nerves. I don't remember walking out to the cage. I don't really remember the fight at all until afterwards when I watched the video, and then it started to come back to me slowly but surely.
So that was your first fight. Now let's talk about the last one. What's the difference between the two?
After walking out there a few times, getting in there and getting punched a few times and punching other people, I've noticed that you mentally mature a little bit more. Now I'm at the point where my last fight was actually the first fight. It was my 4th fight, and it was actually the first fight where I could mentally remember everything. Warming up in the back, walking out. I remember my coaches talking to me, listening to them. I remember walking out. I remember them playing the wrong song for my entrance, and that kind of irritated me. But I remember everything, and that it was a good feeling to know that I'm here right now. This is happening. So, and everything went my way that night. So
well, yeah, so far everything's gone your way as far as Undefeated. So now let's talk about your training right now. You've got a fight coming up in like a week and a half.
I do.
So let's talk about your training right now. Are you still training hard, going through the hard phase, sparring and all that?
I am. This is actually my last, up until next Monday will be my last grind out, tough, hard, getting beat up session pretty much. Usually I like to taper down 3 to 4 days out. From there I'll start more going over technique, watching my weight, just getting a sweat going, but not getting too hurt or anything, kind of letting the injuries heal more or less.
So now you're fighting a new venue. Your opponent, you're fortunate that you know who your opponent is.
I do.
There's been probably some fights that you've been in where you don't even know who you're fighting until weigh-ins or
weigh-ins, sometimes the day of the fight. But it's good to know who I'm fighting. It allows you to have that face, that picture, kind of just a mental image, and it allows me to know what kind of style I'm going up against. So
now you fight at 155.
I do.
Now, I always ask all you combat guys, what's it like training here at that weight? I mean, you've got, of course, you got Scott Jorgensen, UFC fighter, and then you've got everybody else. Daily.
Yeah, and that's a lot. There's no easy rounds. Just put it that way. There's no easy days. There's no easy rounds. Most of the guys here are 55 or under that are at a very competitive level. But as of the past year, we've been getting guys, Jordan Ransom, he came in, he's a 70. We got other guys who are coming in and they're bringing new aspects to the game, because although they're new to the sport, they're not new to other aspects such as jiu-jitsu or wrestling. And I mean, we got a guy that came in for the past 4 months, but he's a collegiate wrestler. So I mean, he doesn't know everything about MMA, but he teaches me a whole hell of a lot about wrestling. So I mean, it puts a new twist on training.
Right.
So there's always new bodies, new people, all different weight sizes. It's a grind.
Right. Well, I appreciate giving us some access into your training and what it's all about. And you've got a fight coming up. I believe it's March 9th.
It is.
At the Powerhouse Event Center here in Boise, and we'll keep tabs on that, and we'll follow you through that, and wish you the best of luck. And again, thanks. Do you want to say anything? I got to give a shout out to you for if you want to say anything to your Hawaiian friends.
I'm very appreciative for everyone that supports me. I got a lot of friends and family back home that are always trying to keep tabs on me and see what I'm up to and when's your next fight and whatnot. But more importantly, it's the people that are physically here, the people that are around me, all the trainers, all the coaches. If it wasn't for them, I would not be in the cage, and I wouldn't be, doing as good as I have been. So thanks go more to them than anybody else.
Gotcha. Well, good job, and good luck March 9th.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks again, Tony.
Thank you.